Hey guys, what's up and welcome to today's video. I have to be real with you for a second. I have tried to film an intro for this video probably about 10 times, give or take. I think I've spent about 30 minutes. I've lost about a third of my battery sitting here trying to formulate a sentence and speak and gather my thoughts. I don't know what's wrong with me. Maybe my ponytail's too tight. Maybe it has something to do with the fact I just worked 10 hours. I don't know. There's a lot of things that could be affecting this situation right now, but nonetheless, I have in front of me a brand new palette from Morphe. This literally just launched today. I have the 35I Icy Fantasy Eyeshadow Palette. Also with this launched a lipstick trio. I have the Pop-Up Pastel matte lipsticks right here. This collection looks so beautiful, from the packaging to the color story here on the inside of the palette, the lipstick shades. This is just so inspired and beautiful. And honestly, like I said, or maybe I didn't say, can't think. Like I said, I haven't felt this excited for an eyeshadow palette in a very long time, at least from Morphe. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump right into it. We're gonna go over some swatches and we will create a look together. So let's go ahead and get started. Can we please talk about these colors? Holy Toledo. This is just, did I just say Holy Toledo? Who is she? Oh my goodness, what planet am I on today? Please don't hold that against me. This is just beautiful, from the color arrangement to the color story. I think this is gorgeous. I have wanted a pastel palette pretty much just like this for a very long time. We've got a good mix of finishes. We have some mattes, we have some metallics, there's toppers, and there is also a pressed glitter shade. So perfect segue right into swatches. These did swatch beautifully, and I really hope that they show up on the eyes the exact same way that they swatched. Absolutely beautiful. They are buttery, smooth, just the right amount of pigmentation. So let's just go ahead and jump into this palette. We will create a look together. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom you guys in. You know I like to do that. That way you can kind of see in real time how things are looking, the pigmentation, the blend. You guys get the drift. So I have primed my eyes with my, what is it called? I haven't used this in a while, but I love it. The Luscious Angel Eyes Primer. Such a good primer. Very good for when you're working with bright colors too. I feel like it just kind of helps everything pop. I have no clue what type of a look I'm going to create. I'm really drawn into the greens and the pinks right here. This kind of peachy green look, watermelon vibes. I'm totally into it, so I think I might actually do that. So what I'm gonna start with, I'm gonna take my Morphe M519. We've got a fresh brush. How beautiful and satisfying is that? And I'm going to start off with this shade right here. This is like a matte coral peachy shade. The brush picks up a good amount of product, but there is, I don't know if you guys saw that, kind of a bit of kick up there. Almost a little bit dusty, but it's all about how it performs on the eyes. I'm just gonna go ahead and start with the outer part of the eye, because I do think I want to put like a few different colors here in the crease. I kind of want to step out of my box, do something a little bit different. Okay, well, that shade definitely came to play. Super pigmented and went on really nice. Like it like self-blended. It's really smooth. I love when shadows are easy and they just work. There's nothing more satisfying than that. Now this shade, what's up with my highlighter right here? I'm a hot mess today. This shade is something that I could just pop all in the crease, all over the lid, and just do like a complete monochromatic look and call it a day. I love coral shades. I think I want to move into this right here, this bright matte green. I'm gonna place that right here. Ooh. That is bright. That's almost like neon. I'm slightly blending that into that corally shade. I don't want to too much because I don't know how they will mix together. I don't want anything looking too muddy. Whenever there's a palette like this, I like to kind of test my own limits and see what I can kind of come up with. I think I'm gonna go even brighter, and I'm gonna go up to the shade right above it here, another matte shade, sticking with that same brush. And I'm gonna put that more so in the inner corner and blend that up into that shade. Oh my goodness, that is very bright. I think I'm just gonna blend right into that one. And that is just like glowy. I hope the camera is picking this up. That is just, it's a really pretty soft color. I'm gonna dip back into that little bit darker of a green shade that we were just in to kind of re-accentuate what I put down there in the center. Now I wanna dip into this pink matte shade right here. Whenever I'm testing out a new palette, I try to use as many of the colors as possible. I'm just gonna dab that right on that outer edge just to kind of build up some of that pigmentation. All right, so now that we have that down, I think I wanna put in a pop of green right here in the center, I want to dip into this shade right here. I try it with my finger first. Ooh, that's really pretty. And I think I want to put it right here in the center of the lid. That way it kind of mixes right in with that green shade. Okay, I was expecting just a little bit more out of this one. Like I feel like I'm picking up a lot of product on my finger. There we go. Sometimes with Morphe metallics, you have to kind of almost get rid of that top layer. This one's not too bad though. Like I'm finally getting some nice color off of this. Other times you have to like really dig and scrape, and I don't feel like I have to do that so much with this one. Love, love that. Now I want to go in and dip into this really bright golden greenish shade right here. Put that right on the inner corner and blend it into that minty green shade. That one is really bright. This is definitely something very unique. I haven't ever made a look like this before, but I'm really enjoying it. I almost feel like I want to go a little bit more icy. I feel like these shades right here are so icy, and that green I put up here might be conflicting just a little bit. I think I'm going to dip into this matte shade right here, right on top of that green. There we go. I think I want to dip into this green topper right here, because why not? Look at that reflect. Very duochrome and gorgeous. I'm gonna go right over that shade that I put down in the center. That is pretty. Just to add a little bit more dimension. Gorgeous. Let's go ahead and take a step back from the lid and let's work on the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna take this periwinkle shade right here. That's really beautiful. Didn't think I'd be dipping into that, but let's do it. I'm gonna kind of put that one right here towards the center of the eye. Then into that, I'm gonna drag this purple shade right here. Oh, and by the way, I'm using the JH38 brush. I'm gonna focus that more on the outer edge of the eye. My eyes are a pastel dream right now. Let's get something on the inner corner. What do I want to use? I think I'm actually gonna dip into this kind of iridescent shade right here. I'm gonna take the JH42. Just gonna lay that right down in the inner corner. It's not quite giving me enough. I think I'm gonna try this one right here. Oh yes, there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and pop on some mascara and then we will play with the lipsticks. All right, you guys, so this is the completed eye look. I am in love with this. I like it even more than I thought I would. The mascara obviously really brought things together. That's how it always goes with an eye look. It never quite looks complete until you have your lashes on. I did go ahead and pop some white liner. This is one of ColourPop's cream gel liners in the shade Exit. It is like pure paper white in the waterline, and I think it looks really cool. I absolutely love this eye look. This is so fun. I did go ahead and swatch the lipsticks for you guys. My camera decided to just shut off as I was trying to do this for you. So there are 3 shades in this trio. Here's what they look like. They are matte. I will tell you, they are very opaque when you swatch them, but they seem very dry. I am not the hugest fan of a matte bullet lipstick. My lips are so dry right now, so we're gonna have to lay down some balm first. But here are all the shades. So the top one is in the shade Wonder. Then in the middle here, we have the shade Mystify. And then on the bottom, we have the shade Charisma. I need some chapstick first and foremost before we lay any of these down. That is a trick if lipstick tends to be just a little bit drying for you. If it's a matte formula or if you have lines in your lips, lay down some balm first. It will be such a help. I'm not quite sure what shade I want to put down. This shade down here, which one is this again? Charisma, is really pretty, but it almost looks like neon. I do wish that these were just a little bit softer. I almost wish they would have done more of like a velvety finish or something that was almost like a gel finish, like a tint, and not so stark and opaque and matte and just thick. Just trying to decide what color. I mean, I really feel like this one is what's going to work, so we're just gonna do it. So let's go in with the shade Charisma. Laying down a lip balm definitely helps. Glides the shade right on, and it definitely kind of mutes the color, so it's just not so incredibly intense. And I actually really like this. Like, as you can see, it just looks a little bit softer. So that is a trick with this one. This one you gotta be kind of careful with though, because over time you'll get that whole butthole lip thing. And you have to be careful doing that because now I just transferred lipstick onto my chin. That does work. That is very beautiful. So there you guys have it. I do have to say overall I am very impressed with this eyeshadow palette. I absolutely love it. The colors, at least that I tried, I did try to dip into as many as possible while sticking to what I kind of had envisioned and the look that I wanted to create. I feel like I did dip into quite a bit of different shades. The mattes, I think overall in this palette, when I swatched them, they all pretty much swatched the same. They had the same exact texture, the same amount of opacity. So I'm confident in saying, or at least guessing, that all of the mattes in here are going to be very reliable, very consistent. Everything blended out, everything just looks very good and dreamy and just like an icy dream on the eyes. The lipsticks, I would say they are beautiful. I actually really like the color selection. Even for spring and summer, this is gonna be beautiful. This is perfect for that. Lay down a balm first. Like I said, my camera shut off on me, and when I initially laid one of these down, it was like, wow, it looked like I took like chalk and like tried to rub it all over my lips. So if you have dry lips, or if you tend to have lips that just look a little bit more aged, you have lines in the lips, lay down a very good balm first. It will just help sheer out the shade. And now I really, really like it. Otherwise, I probably would have been like, ew, I hate this. I don't like it at all. So there you guys have it. Give this video a huge thumbs up if you like it, share it, and of course, be sure to subscribe to my channel before you go. Leave your thoughts down below. Did you order this? Did you pick it up at a Morphe store? Did you pick up the lipsticks? What shades are you most excited for? I just like to talk to you guys, and I love hearing your feedback. I love you so, so much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye, guys.